Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Wynn in Magical Diary Wolf Hall. We had an exam, and we found multiple ways through the exam after many retries and a couple of deaths. We tried to make friends with the beast in there, but that didn't work. Turned out it was a vampiric cat who wanted to know what our innards taste like. It was filled with a sense of curiosity and a desire to know what our insides tasted like. Well, we're done for today at the very least. Morning, Monday, December 16th. On Monday morning, all the students are summoned to the gymnasium. Hail, choir of angels! I know you are all disappointed that this weekend weather prevented the usual shopping trips, so I decided on a little change to this year's Secret Santa event. Something to show the triumph of imagination and goodwill over money. Something to use your creative minds. And your hands. What is she up to? We're going to make holiday cards. She waves her hand at the stage where boxes of supplies have been set up. I've supplied construction paper, glue, glitter, crayon, scissors, and sequins. Miss Darden is bringing in the past year's worth of expired magazines. So if you're not certain of your drawing talents, you can cut out pictures to decorate your cards with. I hear murmurs around me. Some people seem to think this idea is ridiculous, though I'm not sure why. Instead of giving people physical gifts, you can express what you think they might like to have or be. After all, isn't it thought that counts? Giving people only the idea of a present opens up a wider range of possibilities, but also makes it hard to feel satisfied with something simple. Most people could have bought a cute trinket without much thought and they'd feel they'd done enough, but now writing happy holidays and being done with it would seem rude. And to help nurture your feelings of creativity and fun, all classes today are cancelled, and there will be pizza for lunch. Enjoy! Holiday cards from me usually means New Year's greeting cards, commonly with a dark or red background and decorated with stars or fireworks. I'm not sure if that's what American students would expect, and it doesn't meet Potsdam's descriptions of things someone would like to be or have. I hang back for a moment to watch the others. People are picking up large sheets of thick coloured paper to make their cards from. Most people take one sheet, but some take several. I should probably grab at least one quickly to be sure I have something to work with. What colour do I want? Oh, I just hit my headphones on something. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Let's do Christmas cards. There we go. Okay. Let's see. What's this one? What coloured paper do I want? Blue sounds good. I like the idea of blue. Black will be able to give you a lot of nice contrast. Red, I guess it could work. Since this is for Barbara, Barbara likes red, I think. It's a strong, warm colour. It brings good feelings. That leaves the subject of decorations. What sort of imagery would Barbara appreciate? I don't know her taste enough to guess anything about what she would like to have, to receive and own. But what would she like to be? Mysterious. I hunt for images of puzzle box and dark caverns, black leather and silver spikes. Then I add eyes. Just eyes by themselves, especially if they have dark liner and long lashes. Now that my design is planned, I set to work cutting out and pasting. I lay out my basic design and then search for glitter to enhance the decoration. Potsdam has provided tubes of many shades, including a nearly transparent variety that reflects iridescent. It's pretty, but it's hard to control the tiny flakes, and they keep leaking onto the floor. It shouldn't be hard to gather up all the mess afterward with a touch of magic, but it seems a little sad to waste the sparkles. All around me I hear witches and wizards laughing, chatting, working. Not a family, not a kingdom, but a community. And that has a magic all of its own. Of course, it doesn't take that long to make a single card, even if you put extra effort into it. Soon most people are goofing around, socialising with their friends and throwing crumpled up paper at each other. And then there's Manuel. He was surrounded by stacks of material and showed no sign of slowing down. It looked like he has had several cards complete and propped open to dry. Is he planning to bind them all together in a book? Coming closer, I can hear him humming faintly as he works. It sounds a little tuneless, but I might not recognize the song. That must be a very special card. What? Oh, hi, Charles. I know we're only Secret Santa for one person, but it's a shame to waste all these supplies. So I'm making lots of cards. He wiggles in place. Oh, that's nice of you. Who are you making cards for? All the freshmen, toads and snakes. And the professors. Should I make you one? If you want to. Maybe I should make a few cards myself. You mind if I sit and work with you? Oh, please do. The extra cards will have to be a little generic, but they can still spread goodwill. Since Manuel's mother is an artist, I wondered if he might do something very detailed or complicated. But his cards don't look much different from the ones everyone else is making, other than there being more of them. No, that's not quite true. He's much more careful in the way he's working. Every snip of the scissors just so. Glue smooth and even, leftover trim neatly stacked aside. He also likes to cut out extra hearts, leaves and flowers from plain coloured paper to brush with glitter and attach to the card edges. After some time working, he looked up at me. Here, this one's for you. Feliz Navidad. It's a picture of a hanging lantern surrounded by oak leaves and mushrooms. Oh, thank you. His fluffy tail waves back and forth. Let's try it first, though. Right, I still have to finish yours. You don't have to. I mean, you're already being nice to me, sharing with me. You don't have to make me a card. A gift deserves a gift. My honour demands it. Oh. Well, I don't want to dishonour you. What should I use to decorate Manuel's card? I'm sure he'll be happy with whatever I choose. Candles and cookies. Candles and cookies? I remember we had a conversation about candles. Did we have a conversation about cookies? I can't remember. I'm going to do candles and cookies. He looks pretty excited about Christmas, so I find magazine pictures of holiday parties filled with pretty candles and brightly coloured cookies. When I hand him his card, his tail thumps to the floor. What? His tail thumps the floor. Okay. In the afternoon, when every slice of pizza has been devoured and every greasy cardboard box spirited away, it's time we delivered our well wishes. I go looking for Barbara in the crowd and spot her just after she passes the card she made to someone else. Huh? Best wishes for the upcoming holiday season. I hand her my creation. She takes the card and turns it this way and that, a tiny smile on her face, then she looks back at me. Ah, well, I thought you might like something interesting, you know? And the contrast, the dark and the glitter and the colours, like your hair, seems like her style. She tilts her head to me slightly. I think she's pleased. A minute later, I hear someone calling my name. Hey, Charles! He hands me a bright red card. Sorry about the, extra glue, but I think it's dry this time. It's covered with pictures of green wreaths, golden bells, red and white candy sticks, and people wearing hockey masks. The decorations are slightly hidden by a gigantic splotch of glue across the front, now transformed into a meteor of silver glitter. It bulges menacingly. While it may not be wet enough to run, if I poke it, it might pop. Oh, thanks. It's fun to act like a kid for a while, huh? You always act like a kid. I don't see how that's any different than normal for you. Aw, you sound like my brother. No, I don't. I knew I should have rigged a glitter bomb. Oh, here's one for you too. I'm not your Secret Santa, but I made a few extra for my friends. Ah, thanks! I can distribute the rest as I go along. Overall, it's been a fun day. Yeah, it sounds amazing. December 17th, we're getting very close to Christmas. What should I do for the rest of the week? What's my stress at? Stress base 3? I want to learn some more of this. And let's see if we get lucky with more red magic. White magic glass. Success. 1 white magic, 1 stress. In the hall I hear voices. Report cards or something? Man, I told you that no grades here. It's not the Potsdam way. You heard her, right? Every student is a unique flower blossoming in a rainbow shower. He waves his hand in the air while pitching up his voice in mimicry. So it goes against her style to say that boy is 92% awesome, but that one's only an 85. There's no grades at all. They keep records. It's a small school. Teachers keep track of everything you do that's clever or stupid. That's how they pick honor students later on. It's what all the teachers think about you personally. Judging each student as an individual sounds more fair than comparing them to a single standard. I would agree with that. Donald shrugs. Anyway, it's only number score that matters. The only number score that matters is merits. If you're in the positive, you're good. If you're negative, at least you're safe until you hit the bottom. Really? So if you're worried, just do more special tasks with me and you're golden. It's your choice, man. Yeah, you're right. The professors make the decision, but the students aren't completely helpless. It's our choice that determines how our school year turns out. Man, I have a lot of merits. 35. White magic class. Success! 41. Potsdam sighs softly as she traces a pattern on her desktop with her fingertip. Today, class, we will discover another method for ending a conflict without violence. A way to cause an opponent to leave you in peace so that you can continue your journey without interference. What method? Fear. I don't remember getting to my feet. I had to get out of the classroom as fast as possible. I had no choice. Looking around me, I see my classmates around me showing the same signs of panic, which soon fade into confusion. Cautiously, we creep back into the classroom. Potsdam sits at the desk, smiling to herself. Oh, there you are. Well, as you can see, fear can drive people away. This is true in your personal lives as well as in the dungeons. If you encounter a dangerous monster, you may be able to drive it away so you can get around it. However, as you experience, the fear does not last forever, and your target may come looking for you afterwards. I learnt a new spell, Fear. Causes a target to feel terror and wish to leave the caster's presence for the next 4 turns. 4 turns is pretty good. That could have helped quite a lot with the bladed beast. On Wednesday evening, I skipped dinner to go to the gym for final rehearsal. There are no chairs in place this time. Instead, Blaze lines us up by the entrance. Okay, we need to practice with the candles. Everyone loves the candle atmosphere. It draws the audience in. But you can't sing, well, if you're worried about blowing out the flame or lighting someone's hair on fire. Candles only for the procession and the first song. Walk slowly, look dignified. It builds anticipation. After the first song, blow out your candle and then pass it to the person on your right. I'll collect at the end of the row. Oh, who can't do a spark spell? Raise your hand. She arranges the order so that anyone who can't light her own candle can get fire from a neighbour. The candles are very thin, and burn with a bright flame that trembles in the faintest breeze. A paper circle along the shaft guards the hand from wax splatters, but we must move slowly to keep the candles alight. We process in stately fashion to the stage, where we form up into multiple rows and wait for Blaze's cue to begin singing. After the first number, we pass over our candles before continuing. When we're almost finished with the set, Blaze signals for attention. The song is a quiet one, and we want our timing and harmony to be smooth as baby fur. So when we get to this one, reach out and take the hand of the person next to you. It helps you focus on the tiniest vibrations. I can't hear any difference, but just because I can't hear it doesn't mean it's not there. We finish our rehearsal and then head off to the cafeteria for our special late picnic. Red Magic class, success! And we have one more Red Magic class, I believe? Oh, we have an event first. None of us eat much at dinner. We don't want heavy food in our stomachs for the performance. There'll be time to eat afterwards. We wait out in assembly nearby while the audience assembles. We wait in the hallway, while the audience assembles. Once the designated time has passed and enough people are seated and waiting, we receive the signal to enter. Oh, look at this! I love this. Oh, listen to that. Oh my goodness. We step into the gym, lighting our candles with a touch of magic or shared wicks, and watch as the audience falls silent, their eyes and ears open to our offering. Slowly we proceed to the stage. We begin to sing. It's the same room that we're always in, but the energy of the music feels entirely different now. After so much preparation, the actual performance is both a frustration and a relief. Everything goes smoothly. Even the complicated song Ellen suggested comes out more or less as it should. A few singers might have lost their place, but not enough for the audience to notice. We clasp hands, lower our voices, and then it's over. The concert ends and the audience applauds. Ah, I swear, I get teary-eyed at these things too easily. I can feel the tears welling up in my eyes a bit. Afterwards, a table of refreshments is revealed. Spicy holiday punch, and cheese olives, and sugar cookies cut into different shapes. Minnie walks up to me. "Congratulations on the great performance." "Thanks." A guy from Wolf Hall, I think he's a sophomore, steps up next to Minnie and takes her hand. She smiles at him and they move on together, making the social rounds. This is the guy that we see in the first game, I believe. Some of the professors appear to be in attendance. "Hi, I just wanted to say how..." Huh. Overall, it's a pleasant evening. That was interesting. What was that just now? Is Blaze afraid of the type of otherworld creature she is? Red magic success. You will not enjoy today's lesson. I'm not sure how many people ever enjoy Gravener's lessons. He certainly doesn't seem to. In the course of your education, you'll often encounter the need for prerequisites, skills that must be learned before attempting other skills. In some cases, therefore, you must study and master a spell that you have no use for in order to be able to learn something more effective. This is such a spell. There is almost no circumstance in which you should attempt to cast it, but you must know of it. Stand up and move to the back of the room. He pushes a few chairs out of the way to create an empty square in the center of the room. This he carefully marks off with chalk symbols that I recognize as old-fashioned containment spell. Next, a wave of green magic sweeps over Gravener himself. Although what effect it has, he doesn't say and we can't tell. Finally he steps into the watered square. With a great whoosh, the entire area is filled with flames, and a fire pillar reaching from floor to ceiling. Flames die away, showing Gravener unharmed. The spell burns everything around you. Everything. Do you understand? You are not immune to the effects of your own stupidity. If I had not prepared myself beforehand, I would have been injured by the flames. Expect no sympathy if you wish to make a foolish mistake in the future. Flames. Burns everything in the area. 8 to 12 damage to flesh, 1 to 5 damage to force to stone. Okay. Oh well, we're at the end of the week. At the close of classes on Friday, all the students are called together for a final assembly. The semester has ended. After this, everyone goes home until their families for the holiday season, or to their families for the holiday season, and will not return until the new year. The crowd quivers, waiting to be released. Hello, my young students. The tradition of Christmas is one of giving and sharing. Many of you will be returning to your homes to exchange gifts and spend time with friends and family. But while you are gone, do not forget who you are. Do not forget that you all share your brothers and sisters in magic. I have a special gift for you. I feel a tingle of white magic sweep over me, though I can't sense any clear effect. On the stage at Potsdam's side, I see Gravener shudder in distaste. Think of those that you care about. Think of a person who matters to you. If the person you choose is thinking of you as well. Oh man, yeah, I'm getting weepy now. Oh my goodness. If the person you choose is thinking of you as well, you'll feel that connection, that affection being shared. What an odd spell, and somewhat unsettling to have an affection-revealing spell cast without my consent. I suppose if you choose not to think of anyone, it'll do nothing, and thereby, by selecting someone you are agreeing to participate, but what exactly will it share? It's a convenient shortcut to find out if someone likes you. If two people are mutually pining for each other in secret, a spell like this might bring them to kiss at last. I'll leave you to your thoughts. My thoughts are not clear. Who should I think about? Who might I share some sort of connection with? Oh, it's her! I let my thoughts rest on Barbara, remembering how I first met her, half shoeless and up a tree. A girl of mystery, but what does she think about me? I feel my mind drawn through dark corridors, a labyrinth, chasing after a mysterious red spark just out of reach. Oh, oh my goodness. And then I draw closer and I see Barbara, and she smiles. She's thinking of me. Aw. Oh. Professor Potsdam climbs back onto the stage and claps her hands. Have a great happy holiday, everyone, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. And with that, the balloon bursts, and the students begin to stream away, laughing and shouting. I head back to my room to wait for my ride. That's right, I'm returning back home. In the evening, Grabner comes to my door. Are you prepared? Yes, sir. Very well. Don't move. He twists his hand and the world twists around us. Oh my goodness, look at this! I remember using this image as the thumbnail for my Magical Diary series, the first one. Oh my goodness, look at this! Moments later, we are standing in the open in a chilly Vermont forest, staring up at the stars. Here, send your signal. He hands me a small cylindrical beacon box carved from my native wood. I rotate the lid to the correct setting and allow my own magic to infuse it. A whisper of energy curls outwards, tying itself into a spiral, and then vanishes through the veil. Grabner could, of course, escort me into the other world himself, but he won't. He despises anything to do with spirit magic. Only the pressure of my parents has brought him this far. I should be grateful that he's waiting here with me. A flurry of fireflies form out of nowhere. Otherwhere. Should you decide not to return for spring semester, I would appreciate being notified in advance. I'll see you next year. I hold up the beacon and the spirits stream into it. Then I activate the sigil and step. Whoa. Elsewhere. Here at an established waypoint, the landscape is not so different from the forest that I left behind, except that the air is warmer, more spring than winter. Distances in Otherworld are not straightforward. Wandering with no destination in mind could quickly lead you to a forest of bones. But I have a guide. Spirits flow and the path opens up before me. I'm going home. Winter holiday. Whew, oh my. Noon Sunday. Ah. I returned to my own little room at Iris Academy. It seemed smaller than I remembered it, certainly smaller than what I have at home. Still, it's my room, my adventure that I've chosen to pursue, and there are people that I care about. And there are people here that I care about. From the noise outside, I can guess that my hallmates must be back as well. I head out to my room. Luke and Logan are nearby. Logan is holding a stack of wide, colourful boxes. Hey, what's that? Christmas presents! We arranged to bring some board games to school since video games will not be allowed. Feel free to borrow one if you need some entertainment. Also, he's got this great idea about making money. Not making money myself, but providing an opportunity for others if they're willing to risk a little. Come on, let's go show Donald. I'm planning to hold a gathering on Wednesday if you're interested. Don't worry, I'll remind him. Well, they both seem being in spirits. Dorm room, January 5th. After dinner, I'm relaxing and settling back into my room when someone knocks on the door. Is Donald playing a new prank? It's her! Barbara? Hi. Are you okay? She's gone. Who's gone? She points past me into my room, then holds her hand out flat over the direction of my bed. Then, she moves her flat hand in that direction, in the direction of the opposite wall, and trembles it in place. Room, bed, another bed? Your roommate. Nancy. She's missing? She went out for dinner? She's hurt? She shakes her head. Do you need me to go with you somewhere? To look for her or anything? She's gone. Her things are gone. In our room. It's empty. May I see? Okay. She leads me to Snake Hall and opens her door. On one side of the room I see a slightly messy bedroom, though a lot less decorated than most of the teenage girls on television. A brightly coloured paper lantern in the shape of a star hangs on the wall, and a small box wrapped with shiny red paper sits atop a dresser, Possibly a late Christmas present. The other side of the room, though. A bare white mattress, no pillows, no sheets. Empty shelves. No sign that anyone lives here at all. Not even a ghost. Did she take everything with her when she went home for the holidays? No. So where'd it all go? And no one told you anything? One of the teachers a letter? Nancy didn't say anything about quitting school before Christmas? She shakes her head. Have you asked your hallmates if Nancy talked to them? Or have they heard anything about where she went? She came to me first. Does that mean she trusts me more than she trusts her neighbours? Well, I'm happy to help. But I think the other snakes are more likely to have answers if you want to solve this. Did I say something wrong? She rolls her eyes at me. Did you and Nancy get along? She shrugs. I thought Barbara was worried about her roommate disappearing, but she doesn't seem that interested in finding out where she went. Maybe I misunderstood the whole situation. Maybe Nancy was just transferred to a different hall, so there's no mystery to solve. I don't have a roommate either, so I guess we're alike. Oh, look at the positives. You got twice as much space now, and more privacy. She smiles. I need to get some sleep. My time cycles are still a little confused, but maybe we can talk again later in the week? Okay. I still don't always understand her, but it's nice to be friends. Yeah, it is. So I want to see what the option that I said first of all, would get me through. Let's keep going. I can ask them for you. She rolls her eyes at me. Did you and Nancy get along? She shrugs. Oh, look at the positive. You got twice as much space now and more privacy. I feel like this is an important... I don't know why. I feel like this is an important... okay. Should I ask them? I feel like this is an important question. Either that or it's not important at all. I can ask them for you. I don't want to assume she's shy, honestly. So don't you want to find her? This is the one I'm going for. Okay, done. Yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We just had Christmas holiday. So, if you're feeling festive, you need to wait until December, my friends. If you're watching this in December, congratulations! You've successfully seen this little relic of time that I recorded in... what month is it now? February? Yeah, in February. Alright, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I know I have. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.